What is going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. This is going to be my spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, you should definitely click off because you definitely don't want to be spoiled for this movie. There's a ton of surprises and a lot to talk about. First off, I'm happy to be back. I haven't made a video in quite a while. I just didn't have everything I wanted as far as my setup goes. I got a new camera, I got a new mic, I got a new monitor, I got a lot of new stuff just to create the environment more professional and just to make things better quality. But anyways, back to the movie, back to the video. This movie was like everything I hoped it to be. I was super hyped going into the movie, and it like just delivered on every level, to be honest. Deadpool and Wolverine are both characters that I really like, and before watching this movie, I rewatched like the Deadpool 1 and 2, and I rewatched all the X-Men movies as well as the Wolverine trilogy, just to get refreshed on the characters and stuff. And I was just excited to see them interact, their chemistry, because they're two totally different characters. Deadpool's like, jokes around all the time, and the Wolverine's serious as hell. So it's like, I was just really curious and excited to see, how well those two characters would go together. And knowing that, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are best friends in real life really helped that. All in all, it was just an incredible movie. And like I said earlier, there's just a lot to talk about. First off, the intro to this movie was so iconic. It's everywhere if you go online, to be honest. It's when Deadpool is dancing while the credits are rolling, and when he's fighting with Logan's adamantium bones. It's just a really cool scene. The music goes hard as hell, and he's dancing, and super funny. It's always funny when Deadpool breaks the fourth wall, because you don't see a lot of that in movies, so it's just funny when he like references stuff in real life. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was cool seeing him go through like the going through all these different universes to find the perfect Logan, because he needed an anchor being, and since Logan died in his universe, his whole universe was going to shit. It was cool to see the TVA again when he was going through the portal, like to see all the Wolverine variants. I think the first one was it was the comic accurate Wolverine, and that was a part that made me laugh really hard because I was not expecting that. He kind of just like got off the stool he was sitting on, and he was just short as fuck. And it just made me laugh. And then it was also interesting to see Henry Cavill play Wolverine, so that was a surprise for sure. I heard a lot of rumors about that prior to the movie, but I just didn't know if that was actually going to be a thing. I did hope to see Daniel Radcliffe as a variant of Wolverine, so I'm kind of surprised we didn't see that, but maybe in the future. And then we also saw the yellow and brown suit Wolverine when he was about to fight Hulk, which I thought was really cool. Speaking of that, that's one thing I thought was going to happen. I thought we were going to see Wolverine versus Hulk in this movie, because there was just a lot of rumors going around about that as well. And that's something that didn't happen that I thought was going to happen. But moving on, I was also really surprised when when they see Chris Evans, Johnny Storm from Fantastic Four in the Void. I was just super surprised because I think everyone thought that was going to be Captain America, and it ended up being Johnny Storm. And when that happened, I was like, holy shit, like, it's just so crazy. It was cool to see him, play that character after so long. The fights between Deadpool and Wolverine were super good. Both of them were so entertaining, and the choreography was on point. We saw a Wolverine that we've never seen before, and he was a lot more like, I don't know what the word is, animalistic. Like, I thought it was really cool when the first fight between them two, when Wolverine literally went on all fours and started running towards Deadpool. I was like, holy shit, this is insane. I liked how gory it was. Obviously, it's a rated R movie. I loved how gory it was, and just like the fighting was really good. And especially the second time they fought inside the Honda Odyssey. That part was really cool too. Hugh Jackman's acting in this movie is so good. When you think it couldn't get any better, he really brings the emotions to screen, and especially that one scene when he's like talking shit to Deadpool's face about like how much he's fucked up and like he's a joke and stuff. That part is so good. Like, Hugh's performance in that part was really, really good. The cameos. Let's talk about some of the cameos that we saw. We saw Channing Tatum as Gambit, which is our first... Well, not our first. Our first Gambit was in X-Men Origins Wolverine, but that wasn't, like, really comic accurate. So it was cool to see the Gambit actual like outfit. I was surprised to see Channing Tatum play him, but that was before I found out about him wanting to play him for so long and that he was going to get his solo movie that never actually happened. So after learning that, it's kind of cool, to be honest, that he finally got to play Gambit. And then we also saw Elektra. That was actually the first one that popped up at the hideout they went to, which I've never seen Elektra, so I didn't really, get really excited about that, or I don't really know her. So yeah. And then we saw Blade, which was a big surprise for many. I never watched the Blade movies, but I do know somewhat about his character. And I was just surprised that he was there because, that was like the first Marvel movie, I think, or one of the first. It was just, I was not expecting to see him on there. And then X-23, Laura from Logan was also in the movie. I feel like that was a given. They also revealed that on the last trailer that they dropped, which I was really surprised about that. So, and I did watch that, so I did know that she was going to be in it. But yeah, she's a really cool character. I'm glad she was in it, especially knowing the ending of the movie when she's actually, back in Deadpool's universe that he brought her with. So that's pretty cool. Seems like we're going to see her again in the future. Another scene I really liked is when they all drove to Cassandra Nova's base in the Honda Odyssey to fight her people, while Deadpool Wolverine can, talk to Cassandra, and they needed to get, Juggernaut's helmet, since they destroyed Magneto's helmet. So yeah, that whole scene was really cool. Seeing all the, seeing Gambit, Blade, and X-23 and Elektra all fight was really, really, really cool. The music really goes hard in this movie too. There's a lot of good music choices in this. We also finally got to see Wolverine in his mask. I didn't even talk about his suit. First of all, seeing him in the suit was awesome, but seeing him put on the mask was even more awesome. Like, that was a big highlight of the movie for me. When I was watching it, like literally right before he put it on, I was like, when is he gonna put on the mask? And literally like 5 seconds later, he's putting it on, and I was like, oh my god. That whole scene of when they're fighting the Deadpool variants with Lady Deadpool, Kid Pool, and all them. Super fucking awesome scene. I know I've said it like awesome a billion times in this video, but like there's no really other way to describe this movie because it was just so epic and jam-packed with stuff. So much action. And like I said earlier, the gory fights is just so good. It's like, it wouldn't be as good as it was if it wasn't rated R, to be honest. Which you can't really do a Deadpool film if it's not rated R. That's just his character. And that's why he's so great. Then I think my last favorite scene from that movie, which is actually one of the last scenes in the movie, is they realize that one of them has to sacrifice himself to save, Deadpool's universe. Wolverine is the one that decides that it's best if he does it. And so he's about to walk in, and then Deadpool like hits him in the head and then closes the door on him, and he's deciding to be the one to sacrifice himself. And there's just a lot of good jokes on the way. There's just so many good jokes in this movie. But that scene, like when he's like, it looks like he's about to fail. Wolverine's trying to break in the whole time, but next thing you know, he grabs onto his hand and he's helping him stop Cassandra from doing whatever she was doing. But that scene was epic. The camera shots circling around them with, Like a Prayer by Madonna playing. And it was actually a remix of the song, which sounded fucking amazing in that scene. I had goosebumps the entire time. And then I actually, when I was watching it, I was actually kind of scared. I thought like one of them was going to die. I don't know. It just had that feeling, which is probably what they were going for. But yeah, I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want either of them to die. But then next thing you know, they both lived. They walk out. And I also forgot to say that Wolverine's shirt like shredded apart like during that scene, which Deadpool made a funny look. Well, he was checking his abs out, which was funny. But yeah, I mean, this movie was really good. I know I was kind of all over the place, but it's just I didn't write any notes down about what I wanted to talk about. I kind of just winged it and talked about whatever came to my mind. But yeah, solid movie. I honestly don't have any gripes with it at all. I give it a 10 out of 10. I may be biased because I love these characters, but even if so, whatever, I don't care. It's one of the best experiences I've had at a movie theater. Although my crowd was a little lame, to be honest. I thought my crowd was gonna go crazy, especially when, Wolverine put his cowl on, his mask. I thought people were gonna like start clapping and shit. Like I was geeking out, but nobody else really made a sound, and I was like, what the fuck? But anyways, I think that's it. That is my review for the movie Deadpool Wolverine. I'm looking forward to the future with these characters and for the MCU in general. Thank you guys for watching, and if you liked it, please give a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to be uploading more frequently now that I have everything set up how I want it. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.